Hello, everybody. This is B. Eugene Johnson, the household hustler here in Columbus, Ohio, looking at another wonderful property. You know what we do. We buy any and all houses here in this city. So make sure you give us a call, 614-701-1162. Give us a call. Speak to a lovely lady named Natasha Moon, and she'll get all your information, and we'll pick up your property, as soon as we possibly can. Right now, I'm on scene at a new property we've got. We're on the Hilltop here on South Harris Avenue. Take a look at the neighborhood a little bit. Some nice looking houses around here. The Hilltop has been known before as, a relatively rough area. Surprisingly, crime has been down in this area quite drastically over the past 18 months. This is starting to become a relatively nice area to live in and maybe even possibly raise a family. So this is what we're looking at today. 154 South Harris Avenue. 154 South Harris Avenue. Let's go ahead and take a look on the inside, shall we? We have a lovely 3-bedroom home here on the Hilltop. This is a 3-bedroom, 1-basement, full bath home. This is the front entryway. This is the front room of the home here. I'm trying to make sure I get a complete view of everything for you so you can clearly see. This home relatively needs no work done to it. Worst come to worst, it could use some updating. And to be truthful, in this neighborhood, there's really no need to update anything. I would leave this house just the way it is. Maybe change the carpet. As you see, there's some stains here on the carpet. As far as repairs are concerned, this is what's going to be your major issue. This is what's going to be your major repair job. Is just to pull these carpets, maybe lay new carpets. But as you see, look at this. Look how beautiful that hardwood is. Look at that. You pull these carpets for, $50 to $100. Get a buffer in here for another $100, $150. Buff it down, stain it, and you got some beautiful hardwood floors for this beautiful 3-bedroom home. And as you see, there's still a lot of original woodwork in this home. Look at the framing. Look at the framing for the doorways. Look at the stairwell. Look at the woodwork on the stairwell. Beautiful. How about this door right here that separates the front room from the den? Look at that. Beautiful hard oak sliding door. Look at that. It's going to be hard to find something this beautiful, this pristine, especially maybe even in this neighborhood. So, you've got, dirt smudges. People had paintings and their furniture and whatnot on the wall. And so, some discoloration to the walls and whatnot. And, there might be some small patchwork that you got to do here, like here, a little bit of drywall and the cracking in the wall right there. Let's walk into the kitchen. It's a relatively nice sized kitchen. This kitchen has plenty of space for 2 people to be in here while one person is cooking. The other person could just be bothering that person that's cooking. But there's plenty of space in this kitchen. Look at this. Look at all this space in this kitchen. And cabinetry. You got plenty of cabinetry. Plenty of cabinetry. Plenty of storage space for your kitchen. It's wonderful, wonderful. Again, a little bit of patchwork up there at the top with the drywall, replace that panel or leave it the same, that's relatively your choice. A little bit of dirt up there, walls need to be cleaned. I do believe all of the appliances do come with the property. So, we're looking at a microwave, stove, refrigerator. Nice little hutch right here. You could put some fine china or your best Walmart dishes that you've got. Okay, now we're going to be walking. This is like the pantry area. As you see, you can hang some coats over here, a little mud room. You know, and back here, you know, if you chose to, you could put up more shelving for storage for pantry. Let's take a look down in the basement. This basement, granted, it does look relatively raggedy, but it's a very, very dry basement. No moisture whatsoever. Another refrigerator down here. All the original piping is still here, as you can see. Look at that, copper. It's copper. You know, this is how you know that the Hilltop is actually, you know, turning around and becoming a relatively decent neighborhood, because this house has been untouched. It still has all of its original piping, and it still has all of its mechanics. Look at this. Beautiful, beautiful water tank. Beautiful water tank. I mean, this basement is large. It's the entire square footage of the house. Okay. Let's go look over here real quick. Here's your panel. Look at all your electrical. We still got all the wires here. This is a wonderful property, and it's not a bad neighborhood to move in. Believe you me, I live in this neighborhood, or, you know, actually not too very far from it. This is not a bad neighborhood to live in. You know, there's so many people that are always talking, why the West Side? Don't go to the West Side. Why not? Sometimes the West Side might have the best deals to offer. And trust me, I would know, because I'm a West Sider. West Side. Okay, look at your panel. Panel is nice. You see the box relatively looks new itself. So, you know, it seems like it's just recently been redone. Again, look, copper piping. Copper piping. Look, original piping. Look at all that original piping. You know, it's hard pressed to find a house like this. You know, be it the west side, the south side, the north side, or the east side. Any side of town can have its bad areas. Any side of town can have its rough neighborhoods. But typically when you go into an area that says that people demographically call a rough neighborhood, you won't usually walk into a house and still find all the original workings, like the original pipe work, the original electrical work. It's nearly impossible, you know, with the day and age that we live in. And you know, it's hard to dispute that. So let's go into this next room here. This is still in the basement. Yes, this is still in the basement. And we're walking into an entirely new room in the basement. Now, right now, you're not really seeing nothing but my shadow on the walls. But just wait until I turn around, all right? You got a little storage space right there. And by God, look at that furnace. Look at that. Even got brand new filters still sitting here waiting for you to use. Waiting. We're just waiting for you to use them. Beautiful. Look at this. Look at this. All the original ductwork. Nothing is missing. Nothing is missing. Look at this furnace. Look how beautiful this furnace looks. Look at that. Some more original piping for your water. Look at this. Look, all that original piping, all that original copper. Look at that. Look at that. Here's your water tank. Completely connected to its original piping. I mean, tell me, you can say no West Side all you want to, but how easy is it to find a house with all its original finishes and fixtures that you know, the riffraff of the neighborhood have not been able to come in, steal, and or vandalize? It's very hard pressed, be it north, east, west, or south. And this is a lovely West Side home. Look at this. Okay. We've had enough of the downstairs, enough of the basement. Now, we're going to go take a look at upstairs. Follow me real quick. Again, to the beautiful woodwork lining the steps. Look at that. Original. Oh my gosh. Look at all this wiring. It's all kind of wiring just laying around the house. This is how you know we're actually in a decent neighborhood, in a decent part of the Hilltop. It's been untouched by anyone, by any vandals, by any criminals, by any drug users or drug abusers. First room, small room, kids room, but nice. Look, I mean, there's nothing that needs done to this. I mean, even this carpet itself is still relatively clean. Look at this. Look at this carpet. Now that's an oddball patch. You can figure out what you want to do with that yourself. But still, look at this room, man. You know, you got a little patchwork there on the wall. Look, closet, wiring hanging from the closet. You see what I'm saying? Beautiful, beautiful home. We still got 2 more rooms to look at, so let's go look. We'll go down the hall here, and we're gonna go to this room first. I would say this would probably be another kid's room. It's a bit larger than the room we just left. This carpet may very well need to be pulled. As you see, you know, there's some dirt and some indentations, you know, in the wall, some markings on the wall, you know, it just needs a nice little cleaning. You know, have somebody come through, you know, scrub the walls down, put a fresh coat of paint up, you know. That's really all that's needed. Look at this. You know, I mean, we're talking about no work, people. Where are you going to get such a wonderful house at such a cheap price when you don't have to come in and do anything to it? Look at all this wiring just laying around. Look at this. And people say, don't go to the west side. Why? Why would you not want to go to the west side when we have wonderful, incredible deals like this one? Look at that closet. Nice deep closet. Yes, yes it is. All right. Look, there's even an air conditioner in the window. I reckon you can keep that too. Okay, let's walk over to this last room here. Now, this room is a bit odd to me because it's tile on the floor. There's tile on the floor. I don't know who thought of that, but hey, who cares, right? Who cares? If you like tile, you keep it. If you don't, you peel it up. It's linoleum. It's cheap. It's easy. And I wouldn't doubt it's also hiding that beautiful hardwood floor that we saw downstairs. Now, tell me, because this is just my personal opinion and preference, I would much rather have a lovely hardwood floor in my room than bathroom and kitchen tile like this. This is just, this room screams playroom or romper room or, you know, video game room or, you know, something of the nature, you know, simply just because of the flooring choice that they made. But let me show you this closet too. Look at that. Look how deep that closet is. Look at that. That's a deep closet. Look at that. Good Lord. Come on. You can't tell me this isn't a good deal, people. You just can't do that. There's no possible way. Let's look at one last thing. The bathroom. Now, I would say if anything really needs to be updated and renovated, it would be in here. And if you're not like me, me personally, I love the old school claw tubs. And that's what this house has. So you could easily take this tub, refurbish it, put it right back in here. You don't have to buy a new tub. Keep the original clawfoot tub, just refurbish it. You know, it's kind of like peeling and rusting on the side. But do you know how easy it really is to refurbish these old cast iron clawfoot tubs? You know, again, we got the tile in here. The sink looks really, really nice. You know, might need to fix some of the wall behind the sink here. You might want to update the cabinets a little bit. You know, that's perfectly your choice, your preference. Let's see. I mean, this is a wonderful house. This is a lovely, lovely house. Look, the toilet still looks pretty much brand new. So you know you ain't got to touch that. You don't really have to touch this countertop. You might just want to sand and restain your cabinets. Again, like I've already told you, we just refurbish this clawfoot tub. You know, that's nothing. That's nothing. Look at the fresh piping that is on this tub. This house is wonderful. You don't want to miss this opportunity. Let's say we got a little bit of appealing on the bathroom tile floor, you know, but you know, again, that's a simple fix. It's a real easy fix. Listen, people, we have some of the best deals here in Columbus. Believe that. And I know that the past couple of days, some of them haven't really seemed much like deals. And that's really only because we've been getting our numbers outside of our group. Well, from now on, the Black Minds Matter Investor Group will only be gaining our numbers from insourcing instead of outsourcing. So we will make sure that the values and the prices that you get are absolute deals, and they will definitely fit your budget. And if you're a rehabber, they will definitely bring you profit. Let's go ahead and go back downstairs because I would like to show you the outside real quick. Look at that yard. Look at that yard. Golly. Look how big and beautiful that yard is. You know what? We're going to go ahead and go out the front door and walk around the property. So let's go ahead and do that so that way you can get a good sight of the perimeter. Okay. Back out the front door on the front porch. We're going to cut around to the left here. Come up the little driveway. Oh yes, and this driveway does belong to you. This is your driveway, which is another very rare thing on the Hilltop. There are not very many houses that have driveways out here. You've got one. Look at the outside of the property. Beautiful. There's really nothing wrong with it. Soffit, you know, gutters. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the foundation. Look at this, man. Let's get a close-up. Let's get a close-up. Look at this foundation. Look. Do you see any problems? Do you see any problems on this foundation? No, you do not. Because this property is a beauty. Look at your backyard. Look how large your backyard is. Look, you even got a shed in the back. You can throw your lawnmower and your weed whacker and your bikes back there. Look at all this yard that you have to have animals, you know, run and play, to have kids run and play. You know, you can set up a swing set if you want to, if you've got little ones. Look at this. This is a wonderful house. This is a beautiful house. This house needs to be picked up by somebody who will care for it and love it and keep its design and its look going for another 10, 20 years, and possibly only to make it look better. Look at this. This is beautiful. 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 And we're not asking much. There is always room to negotiate. Our initial asking price for this property is $29,000 cash. I don't believe at the moment there is an option for creative financing. That might be something to discuss later on. But right now we're talking about $29,000 cash. There is a little room to wiggle. If you are a cash buyer, give me a call at 614-427-0545, and let's talk about this wonderful property, all right? Once again, this is B. Eugene Johnson, the Household Hustler, coming live from Hilltop, Columbus, Ohio, and I hope to do business with you soon. Peace. Shalom.